What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today's video is really the journey of me getting this Thanos bust. Tomorrow will be the review and comparison next to the OG Thanos bust. But of course, with this Thanos being so massive and basically almost one entire piece, the only thing that comes out is the arm and some belief the head. It's labeled as the head removable, although those who gotten it have always said that, yeah, you can't remove that thing. I will attempt to remove it, like wiggle it and pull it a little, but if it's not coming, I'm just going to leave it. But I have taken, several precautions. I removed both the arms off the endo and those on the ground. I don't think I need to remove the endo itself just because there's quite a bit of walking space there. We should easily be able to get it through there, which is wider than the door, which is the hardest part. I have 3 doors to get through. I did remove this door. You gain about 2 inches doing so. I'll probably do it upstairs as well. I pushed these back. At least the alien removed his spear to ensure there's nothing we're going to walk into. I'm going to remove Lycan and him, maybe even the upper body. I'm still in the process of doing all this. We're going to remove this glass shelf, this shelf, all of that, and that shelf. So I'm in the process of removing everything. We're going to move this Thanos over here, or maybe just on the ground, actually. And I'll just move Hulk over, because Hulk's hard to move. And then Thanos will, of course, be going right there. As soon as he's situated in his spot, I'll move everything back and get it all looking nice and pretty again. For now, we have to do this. So I need to move Catwoman and that shelf. So the shelves are actually very easy to move once you unplug the lighting. It's just a matter of getting the statues off of it. So we have to remove Captain Marvel, Hulk, the lighting, and the shelf. So we'll put it all just over here. And, probably leave Catwoman over here. But my brother's coming, and I'll likely have another statue buddy come who's going to, assist in the process. The hardest part's really going to be getting it through the 3 doors and the stairs. I may have to remove the railing on my staircase because I think that's going to pose us a problem. I've never tried to remove it, but I know it's a bunch of screws. And so, I'm looking at this. I feel like that's going to be an issue. We also have to watch for the low ceiling here and here. So that means we have to carry the bust lower to ensure the head doesn't hit this. Being 45 inches tall, we're going to barely, we're almost going to just need to put it on the ground and push it in this area. Because you can't carry it too high because I have low ceilings. We're going to have to carry it low. We have the moving straps, which will definitely help a ton. I hear 2 people can easily carry 300 pounds with that. So if that's the case, me and my brother both being, very strong, I think we should be able to do this. And then we'll have a third to support us. If necessary, watch for, any potential areas that might hit and whatnot. So it's definitely a pain in the butt to do this, and whatnot. But I know once it's in place, it's going to become one of my favorite statues, and Thanos is my favorite villain of all time. So I'm definitely very excited. It's just going to be a pain in the butt to put it in here, and a pain in the butt should I ever sell it or move. I'm never going to change this room, as far as like I want to put Marvel and DC in the main room. I've thought about it. No, this is the Marvel DC room. Once Thanos is there, he's never being moved again. So, and those who wonder, this shelf can carry 800 pounds, and it is double wooded as well to ensure, it's safe. So it's solid as rock. It can support up to 800 pounds. We'll just have Thanos and a few props and movies next to him, where every other shelf is going to do 2 busts. So it's going to look good. I can't wait to see it, especially next to this guy, but yeah. We've already sold Darth Vader, by the way, so he's sold. I'm actually, once this gets paid off, I'm actually, I've paid off Thanos bust due to me selling Voldemort, Vader, Lord of Darkness, this. So the one thing we do need to sell is this Joker. $850 shipped for this guy. So he retails as $1,100 plus shipping and tax. So normally this would be something like $1,250 or something. It can be yours for $850. I do actually really like that Joker, but I promised the wife I'd sell it and give her the money. So it's not even for the cave, folks. It's for the wife. Anyways, I'm going to stop this video. And the next time I start recording is going to be the DHL, well, not DHL, but the delivery freight company. So stay tuned. Alrighty, folks, so Thanos did get delayed one day. Tracking said out for delivery, but then I got a call from the freight company and they said it's going to be delivered Tuesday. So that means you guys will see the video Wednesday and Thursday. So I have moved pretty much everything. The only thing I'm, likely going to do is remove the railing on my stairs. I just think that's going to cause a issue. Maybe not. I need to get Thanos in. It won't take long to remove that railing, just 6 screws. But I'll consider it once I get it. But as you can see, we have cleared the way for Thanos. Alrighty, YouTubers, Thanos is here. Here it is, freight, coming to the Flankster cave. So we're just holding it here, sure. Boom, Thanos. Look how big this box is. 0 space in my garage for it, so we're gonna probably tarp it and throw it in the backyard. Goodness gracious, folks. Alrighty, YouTubers, so had to go to a few work meetings, but I'm actually free now, so we can check out Thanos. So check out the size of the box. You can see like standard boxes next to it. So it's about as big as 4 big boxes. So I'm not going to keep this in my garage because where the F would I put it? I'm actually going to take this and Hulkbuster out and put it in my backyard and throw a tarp over it and have it on top of like some wood or something. That's what I'm going to do. I have a fenced backyard, so it's fine. But I simply just don't have space and I'm not renting a storage unit. So let's go ahead and see what we got inside though. So this is how we're going to open it. To twist this bad boy. Oh, yep. So all edges have this. And this one is totally gonzo. One of the wheels is broken off as well. That's why you see that there. I have the wheel there. I'm going to attach it once I get Thanos off. I'll turn the box upside down and fix it. Okay. I believe we should be good. Let me double hand this. Alright, so this is like solid, I wouldn't say wood. Maybe it's a thin layer of wood and then it's padded. It's quite heavy, I will say, to get that off. And then there is a standard, box here. But it's like a thin, almost like plastic piece of wood and then styrofoam is how I would label that. Then we have this, which looks like I probably just pull this out. Alrighty, and this is what I'm greeted with. First thing I said was Jupiter. I gotta say, I'm definitely liking that skin tone better than my OG silicone Thanos. So there's the base, quite a big base. We're gonna have to carry it. I'm surprised they didn't cover the whole statue in that plastic. Here is the Gauntlet, and that's like the one thing that comes off. There's the plaque. Yeah, this is an absolute beast. Definitely my biggest bust, bigger than Aquaman, I will say. Yeah, the armor looks actually even more battle damage than my current Thanos. This has more battle damage. The only thing I'm going to take out now into the cave is the Gauntlet, this, and they have stuff like this. Like, I think that goes to the base. There's a few little pieces that go to the base, but I know there's like even this, like this, I believe is like base parts. I'm quite confident because I know there's a few things on the base, but even like this, we're greeted with. I'm going to take all these little parts out. Definitely has that strong styrofoam on it. This is brand spanking new. It's not a used unit. Someone just bought it and they never even used it. Didn't have space, and so they sold it to me. And this is what this looks like. So it's foam, and then it has this nice fabric, similar to the Prime 1 fabric. We can just see how frickin' big this beast is. I'm probably going to have to tilt the box forward, because my buddy was going to come help, but he has a date. And so it's just going to be me and my brother. Granted, we're both very strong, and I have moving straps. And we'll probably just have to carry it on the side. Obviously, be very careful with this arm. I'm probably going to bubble wrap that. But, yeah, if you carry it sideways, I think we should be good. Just have to angle that arm on each door in and just carry it around. Check out that portrait. Yes, yes. Yeah, those glass eyes look good. And then this Gauntlet, I like the color of it better than my Hot Toys one. The Hot Toys was lacking, I felt, in some of the paint app. I do like it, but mine in particular lacked the gold. This one has a nice gold bronze look, similar to the Taurus Studio one, which I originally ordered, and then my retailer canceled on me, telling me they didn't want to sell to me, because I always wanted the Taurus one. And this one's very similar to the Taurus, and so having this with the Hot Toys is a good mix. Yeah, he's a solid big boy. So stay tuned. Next will be me and my brother carrying this bad boy into my house. So I might have to remove the front door. I think I will, just for safety precaution. But yeah, this is crazy, folks. Look at the size of the box next to... That's Hulkbuster. As you can see, it's quite a bit bigger. Looks like I got number 28 of 99. It's only 99 in the world. So I'm one of the few lucky in the world to own this. Hulkbuster, I don't remember his edition size, but it's much bigger. And then that's like Wonder Woman bust. So you can see, like, size difference is pretty crazy. Anyways, folks, let's take out this Gauntlet and this and get a good look. Alrighty, YouTubers. So I didn't have a way of recording me getting this into the man cave. But here it is. Oh my freaking goodness. So let's talk about the process of me getting it through the man cave. So I did buy straps, like moving straps, and me and my brother were trying to use it, but we're just like, you know what? Ugh. We lifted it up, and, you know, we're both very strong. You know, you guys have seen me. I can bench 400 pounds. I do 225, 50 reps. My brother is the one that taught me how to lift weights. He's my oldest brother, shark fat. You know, he's a very big dude. And we decided just to pick it up. And we were like, you know what? This is manageable. So I did remove the railing, and I'm installing it again. But really, you know, we got it through the door. It does fit through a door fine. Honestly, there was definitely inches to spare. Getting it down the stairs was the most difficult due to the weight. I wouldn't say it weighs 300, probably more like 175. But we just did it literally step by step. Once we got it in here, we dragged it to right there and then picked it up. We had to take several breaks, you know, to rest our hands and our biceps. But we got it through, you know, through here. I already put this back. But we got it through, and then lightweight lifted that bad boy up after screaming lightweight. And then once you get the bust, you add the Gauntlet, and then you add that, and same right there. Boom, boom. So as you can see, it fits the shelf pretty much perfectly for a 48-inch wide shelf. Boom, and then boom. So this is where Thor bust will go. He's not a very wide bust. He should fit fine. I can still fit the props on each side just like I planned. I do want to wall mount that right there. I could also do right there. I mean, for right now, I put it right here. I could keep it there, but I kind of really just want to wall mount this bad boy. So, you know, that is the seal way. It doesn't say my edition size, but you guys saw 23 of 99. I'm sure there's some sticker at the bottom, but who the heck's going to look? Just getting it out of the box, I lifted the entire box up while my brother held it, and then we both more or less took it out and set it on on the ground, but we had the pad there so it wouldn't touch cement. But it was definitely difficult. Took about 20 minutes to get it from the box into my man cave. But lo and behold, oh my freaking goodness. I mean, look at the size next to Loki, next to, Superman, Infinity. This is definitely a true Thanos bust. Look at the size. This Thanos ends, as you can see, right here. So this Thanos ends about right there. And then this one extends out to right here, right there, into the entire gigantic, that's a 30-inch python at least. That put Hulk Hogan to shame, honestly. So I got 20-inch pythons myself. That's an extra 10 inches on me. It does have the arm cut off right here, similar to other, busts like Alita and whatnot. I mean, the closest thing, honestly, is this is like KD Goku bust, but Thanos style. They're very similar. Thanos is looking to the side as well. He's kind of like looking at Superman. And he is pretty much almost touching the wall. He is extremely close to the wall. He's coming off just a little bit. You can see. And, of course, the gauntlet is the deepest portion. But, I would say in general, he's about, 48 inches wide from there to there. I know he's about 45 inches tall. And depth, I'm just ballparking these numbers. This is about, that's 25, 26, 30 inches deep, I would say. I'm going to take a duster to it. But, in terms of like paint app, you can see in comparison, it's very similar to that. There are some differences, like this is more, color different. Like right here, you can see these look very similar. I noticed on mine, this one almost like the color is like, almost looks like a water stain, if you want to call it. Where here it doesn't have it. So that is kind of annoying. I don't think that's supposed to be there. I'll have to check other reviews, but yeah, that shouldn't be like that as far as I'm aware. So that is a QC issue. That one does not have it. So it's definitely very noticeable. That's the only big noticeable thing I would say. The skin tone is definitely different than the silicone. As you can see, it's a lighter purple. It's, my initial issue with this one to begin with was the skin tone was a little too dark purple. Now, Thanos' skin tone does vary drastically, depending on, really the scene, the lighting, and everything. I want to show you a comparison next to, my Iron Studios 1/4 Thanos. I would say the skin tone is somewhat similar. This is a little bit darker purple, and then I have the Infinity War one, which is even lighter purple. In general, I do prefer, a more purplish look. So I definitely like the skin tone better than this one. The armor, obviously, you're getting a lot more of it. You're getting basically, the entire upper torso. For the most part, it's like an Infinity style bust, and plus the arm. So let's check out the base. Huge base, definitely bigger than that one. Not like way bigger, but it is bigger. I definitely need to take a duster to this. So it's a cool looking base. I wouldn't say it's bad by any means. It flows really good into the bust. It definitely has some cool mechanical parts. I would say in general, I still prefer that base. This doesn't have any type of nameplate. Like this one has the Avengers Endgame. And it looks nice. Imagine if this one did like a similar concept right here. Imagine that. Or even like a Thanos logo. I think, I like logos personally. I would have liked the option to throw a logo right there or right there. Because I believe this is the technical front angle is right here. Obviously, I can't display it that exact way, but I believe that would be the front. So I would like a logo personally, one that says Thanos and then one Avengers Endgame. Overall, the base does look good. It's purple, gray, a little bit of gold. You know, I think it fits the theme pretty good. The overall armor is excellent. I love the gold, the battle damage. You know, as you can see, like, I mean, granted, this isn't even part of this bust, but if you look at this, for example, you know, because this is where the other bust ends. But, like, check out all this. Let's compare it over here. Definitely not as much battle damage, I will say. Not as much. You know, and then you got like this big portion. The one thing with the OG Thanos is he never had a neck. Like his neck is pretty much non-existent. Where in the movie, you know, he does have a neck like that. Like that is more movie accurate. This is how it should be, you know. I wish you could take off this helmet and display him helmetless if you wanted to. But the helmet looks great. I'm trying to show you side by side. The heads are about the same size. I will say they're about this, you know, same size. It's just that one has a lot more neck to it. And in terms of detail on the helmet, trying to see. I think this one does still have a little bit more battle damage to it. You know, and this one obviously is silicone. There is a difference between the two for sure. And then he has his teeth open so you can see the teeth detail. This one, no teeth. There's the glass eyes, which do look good. I think the eyes are an upgrade from the OG one. The skin tone, you know, there is definitely different hues of, you know, like purple, blue. You know, you could definitely see some different, like some bluish hints right there. You know, look at this one, for example. I definitely like the teeth because it adds a lot of detail to it. But I think the likeness is a little bit more spot on. Like, this looks just like Thanos. Like, that is 100% Thanos for me. So, and being so tall, I look him directly in the eye. So I feel like this height is perfect. You know, just on top of a 36-inch garage shelf. He's looking me directly in the face, which is really good. Yeah, check out like the vein work here. This almost looks like it would be leather. The armor overall looks excellent. Now, technically, the Infinity Gauntlet is, I mean, call it what you will. The posters had him wearing it. He wore kind of this armor at the beginning of Infinity War with the Gauntlet. But for the most part, it's kind of inaccurate. But even still, all the statues have it. So I'd rather have it than not have it because I love the Infinity Gauntlet. I think it's sick. You know, let's show you the light up feature. You press this remote. You know, like I showed. You know, because that's kind of the whole idea. So definitely cool light up, very bright. And here's some close-ups of the Infinity Gauntlet. There's definitely like some dust I can see. I need to take a duster to it. But overall, the Infinity Gauntlet looks good. It's huge, obviously. It's heavy. It probably weighs as much as the Hot Toys Gauntlet. Maybe even slightly more. Yeah, check out the back of the neck. I mean, there is a noticeable difference between the silicone and the polystone, but it's not like a huge deal. I think, you know, like if that's 10 out of 10, this is like 9.5 out of 10 in terms of, you know, silicone to polystone realism. I think, you know, studios can definitely get away with doing polystone versus the silicone and then do glass eyes and hand punch there, similar to like my ECC. You know, like silicone definitely adds that level of realism. And I think for humans, you want silicone because when you do polystone in humans, it just doesn't work as good. But with like creature-esque, you know, like him, even like Hulk could have been, you know, polystone. I think it's fine. Creatures, it works. Humans, it doesn't. Humans need that silicone to really add that level of realism. You know, the big thing with this Thanos is it definitely has an extreme wow factor due to the massive size. And the armor's definitely gorgeous looking. You know, I love Thanos' armor. I think it's incredibly cool. Let me just... yeah, it's definitely freakishly big. Let me also try one thing. I want to show the nano gauntlet next to this guy. Hold on for a sec. All right. You know, there is the nano gauntlet. You know, and this is another Hot Toys one. I don't plan to display it right here, but I did want to show, you know, just a side-by-side comparison. Now, here's the assembly guide. It said that you need 6 people, I guess 6 weaklings, or 2 buff warriors. It'd definitely be a pain in the butt if I ever wanted to get this out of here due to the massive size. It's ridiculously heavy, big, awkward. But it definitely is like a centerpiece statue. This is something you can throw in the middle and have that true wow factor. You know, the sheer size, you know, and as well as the armor just looks absolutely incredible. I love Thanos' armor. I think it looks so awesome. The Infinity Gauntlet is huge and incredible, and that arm is like bigger than Phil Heath's arm. You know, I saw him in person at Gold's Gym once. Like, yeah, that is the biggest arm I've ever seen. Bigger than any bodybuilder I've seen in person, at least at Mr. Olympia. So Thanos is definitely an absolute beast, and this is definitely a statue to, you know, behold. Let me get something so I could, you know, show you me next to him. Alrighty, folks. So here is size comparison of Thanos. As you can see, absolute beast. So, absolutely crazy piece for sure. You know, this definitely has that extreme wow factor. You know, like this has more presence than Wonder Woman on horse. You know, even like my life-size Endo, I mean, that's like super tall, but it's not as much like mass because it's like a skinny robot. Yeah, it's 6.5 feet tall, but this just feels like it's bigger. You know, this is bigger than Hulkbuster. It's bigger than Jetwing Optimus. It's, you know, bigger than Aquaman Bust. It is absolutely ridiculously big. You know, but it's definitely incredibly impressive. And Thanos is my favorite villain. To me, he is the ultimate villain. His backstory, his character, his look, how tough he is, the fact he took down the entire Avengers. You know, I just freaking love Thanos. Infinity War is my favorite movie of all time. So those were, you know, some of the reasons I had to have this Thanos. I wanted the ultimate Thanos bust. And the likelihood of us getting a Thanos like this in the future again is pretty much like never going to happen. You know, the movie hype is over and it's pretty much now or never. So he was very expensive. I'm a little disappointed on whatever the heck this is. I'm going to see if I can clean that up with some water. Maybe clean it up. Let me try that actually right now. Pause the video. Yeah, whatever that is, it's not coming off. So I'm going to assume this is a QC issue or they're all like this. I'm going to check out Art's review again because that's like the only other YouTube video I know to see if his has this. If it does, then it tells me they're all like this. If it doesn't, then that tells me mine's a QC issue. At least it's not damaged though. I can handle QC issues. It's when something's damaged, it's a lot harder to, you know, look past. As far as I can tell, that is the only QC issue on the entire piece. Although it is pretty noticeable, so I'm kind of wondering how the factory, you know, got past that. Nevertheless, this piece truly is impressive, I will say. Overall, the paint job is excellent, though. The gold armor, the skin tone I like quite a bit. The Infinity Gauntlet I like. The overall armor I like. The base I like quite a bit. So I don't have any qualms, and I'm glad I was able to fit these props here because I don't have space elsewhere for them. You know, so it's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to probably wall mount that. I'm thinking right there or right there. Maybe right there. So the question begs, is this the best bust? I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily the most detailed. I don't think this is any more detailed than even that Loki bust, for example. It's not more detailed. What it is it's bigger. It is substantially big. That is what makes this bust special. It's not the most detailed. It's not any more detailed than any of my other soul cones like Mera or even Aquaman. So it's not going to be the most detailed, but it does have the most wow factor. You know, when my brother saw this, he was like, holy crap, that is way bigger than I thought it would be. You know, so it definitely has the biggest wow factor. And it's definitely incredibly impressive, and I really do love it. You know, I don't like giving an opinion of something's the best the day you get it. You really need to let it sink in. So I'll update you guys in the future. I mean, I could say, yeah, it's my favorite bus now, but I don't want to say that day one. I want to say that a month from now, you know, especially after I get like Doctor Strange and I've really digested this in. So for now, I'll leave you with this. It is an absolute grail, and it is freaking, you know, absolutely incredible. So ridiculously big and incredibly impressive. Very happy to have it. And I think my plan's going to work of doing Thor, Captain, Doctor Strange. And this wall is going to be absolute killer. But what an absolute centerpiece to my Marvel collection. Thanos, I just pray to God I never have to move this again. Oh my goodness. I'm never moving, folks, ever. Anyways, folks, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.